While he practices, Master Ataki always imagines that there is an attacker before him, and aims his blows at precise points of the attacker's body. His sword strokes are aimed to kill. After each group of strokes, part of the technique is to shake the blood from the sword before returning it to the scabbard. He never takes his eyes from his imaginary enemy.
I once went to a zoo and I came upon a majestic lion's cage. The lion was sleeping, but when I looked at his paws, they were moving, and his mouth was snarling. He was in a dream, the dream of the chase. We might suspect that lions imagine catching their prey. They daydream of it, and they dream of it. And the prey, meanwhile, imagine avoiding the lion's claws and teeth. We might say the entire animal kingdom is visualizing success, seeing the future, programming themselves, encoding the subconscious with the ideal performance. The successful person likewise must see themselves achieving what it is they want. It's natural to use the mind's eye, to not just see the future, but to create it. What I described of the lion, I bet you have seen happening with a dog sleeping. In their sleep, sometimes their legs move, and they're on a chase. They're practicing. What is at play in the animal kingdom but the honing of reflexes and agility via thinking? When you see an athlete practice, say a fighter when he or she is sparring, what is that sparring but visualization? Just as the samurai in the video you just saw, as he's performing his movements, you know he can feel the blade sink into the flesh, and when he wipes his blade of blood, he can feel the warmth of the blood. He makes it real. Much of your success will come down to replicating the real in practice, creating your own matrix, if you will, and plugging into it. You practice fighting against the very best your mind can create, tricking yourself. What they don't show you in the Matrix is that the experience gained in the Matrix would transfer back to the real world. If you learned to fly a plane in the Matrix and that plane existed in the real world, you would be able to fly the plane in the real world after downloading it in the Matrix. You must jack into the real performance as you train by using your imagination. Taste it. Know what it is like before it occurs. The samurais knew this. How else could you dominate when the time came, unless you had already fought 1,000 battles in your mind? The successful don't like relying on luck, or rabbit's feet, or crossed fingers. They want to prepare for the moment by experiencing the moment. And the truth is this: a successful man achieves 1,000 triumphs in his mind before he achieves one triumph in reality.